Hello there and welcome back to Warframe. My name is Awesome Bear. Previously, I made a video about how to unlock the Helminth segment in your orbiter. If you haven't, you can click the card up above or the link in the description down below. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to feed and level up your Helminth. The mechanics is simple. You feed your Helminth with the type of resources, and then it's going to digest and create secretions as listed here. There are 6 types of secretions created by your Helminth, which in turn you're going to use to subsume Warframes or infuse abilities. Feeding your Helminth, subsuming Warframes, and infusing abilities all gain XP for your Helminth. That's how you level it up. I will show you how to do all 3. Now, feeding your Helminth might look very simple, but there is a trick to it. It's just like what it said in the tips. Your Helminth prefers a varied diet. And what does it mean by that? You will notice there are green and red arrows here, and some of them are not completely filled up. A green arrow means your Helminth is currently craving this type of resources, and a red arrow means it had enough. Clicking a type of secretion here will show you all the resources you can feed your Helminth to get that type of secretion. Now I'm going to feed my Helminth some circuits because it's currently craving it. Feeding it 7,000 circuits is going to give me 30% of the synthetics secretion. And now the green arrow is gone. This means my Helminth now feels neutral towards circuits. Feeding it again will give me 15% of the secretion, which is only half of what I just got. And the red arrow is here. Keep feeding it circuits will give me only 3%, which is 1/10 of when it was craving the resources, so just don't do it. But don't worry, the craving status, if you will, of your Helminth will change with time. And according to my experience, it's going to take 2 to 3 days for your Helminth to start craving that type of resources again. So my suggestion is just don't rush it. There's really no need to waste your resources. And I've seen a lot of YouTubers reaching max rank on day 1. And just imagine how much resources they wasted. Let's say I want to put Rhinos Roar onto my Inaros Prime. Infusing this ability requires 37% of calcs, 12% of synthetics, and 77% of bio, but I don't have enough bio, so I need to feed my Helminth first. It is currently craving all types of resources here, but I'm going to be feeding it Morphix and thermal sludge because those 2 types of resources are relatively abundant. Feeding it 40 Morphix will give me 30% of the secretion. And feeding it again will only give me 15%. So next, I'm going to be feeding it thermal sludge, which also gives me 30%. That's how you make the most of your resources. Just don't feed it the same thing over and over again. Confirm to feed these resources. And as you can see, I've also gained some XP for my Helminth. And now I have enough secretion, so just click Infusibility. Then you need to choose which ability to replace. I will replace his 3rd ability. You can also choose which configuration the infusion goes on to. You can choose only one or all 3. It's completely up to you. There, it's done. And I also gained some XP for doing it. Alright, let's subsume a Warframe. I subsume my Warframes according to the order by which they are primed, and the next one to go is Volt. The Warframe that has already been subsumed will be gradually assimilated into the biomass here. You can still see part of my Noah, it's not done yet. And for each subsumed Warframe, you will have these little lotuses here in memory of their sacrifice. But I don't think the number is correct. Subsuming Volt allows me to put his 1 onto any other Warframes I have, and not just goes on the first ability slot. You can put it anywhere you want, like replacing Rhinos Roar with Volt's 1. Subsuming Warframe also requires secretions, and now I need to feed my Helminth again. Now my Helminth is fed. It leveled up, reached 6th Metamorphosis, and learned Marked for Death. To subsume a Warframe, click this and then type confirm. But you need to be careful because this is irreversible. And I think you can subsume a Warframe that is unranked. So if you don't have all the mastery points of that Warframe, you might need to rebuild it if you accidentally subsumed it. Okay, now I'm ready. I'm sorry, Volt. You have to go. Thank you for your service. Okay. So subsuming Warframe gives you a large amount of XP. It hurts me every time I see it. Alrighty then. That's how to feed and level up your Helminth. I hope you like it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.